welcome back. Today we are continuing GTNH. I did some stuff, so hopefully my stream still works as it should. Alright, let me get set up. Okay, so we got a decent list of things to do today. But most of this I did already do. All the stuff that just required waiting a lot on A2 patterns, like stuff like making 504 rhodium plated palladium and some basic parts as well. So I could more or less just craft. The IV energy hatch I did make off stream, but like I'm gonna have to make more anyways because Osmiridium needs a LUV EBF, because of course it's always something, man. So for starters, let's get that started. Then all else that's missing is making the controller block, which is I've just laid out like some of the microcraft here, just like the things that they count really as naturally a lot more, and then the casings as well. But for starters, let's make 4 energy hatches with the EBF setup. Well, some of it. I'm not really too comfortable with the idea of my EBF setup being able to take up the entirety of my power grid when it runs, so I'd rather it's really a problem. I'm gonna have to upgrade my power grid. Unsure if I should stick with steam. No, not steam, it's the gas turbines. Well, actually, let me see something. Turbine. So there's these like combined gas turbines. Are these better? As fast as 16. I wonder if it takes 16 rotors or just one. And only has space for 12. It's LUV, so I could move to that. Hey sis, do you think my computer is fucked? It takes a brisk 2 minutes to load a tab, but keeping it loaded is a whole different story. I wouldn't know. I'm not good with computers. So you're saying that it takes ages to load a tab, but keeping it loaded is fine, like having it stay open. Like I would guess that's something more to do with your internet than your computer. You could try to run an internet speed test to see if it's something to do with that. But if it's something to do with your computer, I'm afraid I have no idea. Can help you. Okay, that's running. Could actually hook these up now, but I think I'll just craft. Because yeah, like this is assembler, I'd rather just like I'm actively making the assembler multi-block now. I can delay it a bit longer. I'll need 128 because it's 16 pairs, so stack by 4 should be. That should be the math should be mathing. Well, if it isn't, as I said, if it isn't your internet, I don't think I would be able to help you. Sorry. My knowledge is mostly limited to problems that I've had myself and solved myself, and I haven't had that issue. probably about time to upgrade my CPUs as well. Like I'm not like I can make do with 4. I can like get around that, but they are beginning to get pretty limited in size. This is Tech New Horizons. It's a tech and magic mod. It's just, well, not mod pack. It just has a lot of stuff in it. It is deemed as the hardest mod pack, but a lot of mod packs are deemed as the hardest mod pack. It's definitely the most tech heavy one by far. Well, if you have 50 tabs open, I feel like you should start there and see if you can. Like I feel like you should start by checking to see if your browser is being strained too hard. Hey, Imprisoned Eternal, welcome. Guess I could go over some of the things that I did off stream in preparation, because I really tried my hardest to actually make sure I would be able to finish the assembler multi-block this stream, so I like looked through all the things that would take a while. I got this glowing earth coral growing for Sonarium. It's this recipe. If you don't use that recipe, you'll have to get into some reactors. And first of all, I don't want my base to blow up. Second of all, reactors scare me. The former reason. I would rather not have my base blow up. I'm much more comfortable if I see 2 crops. I don't need 4, but I still made a batch just of it on me. Well, like if you don't actively need them, if you don't actively need the tabs daily, you could just make folders of bookmarks for tabs that you visit regularly, or like not regularly, semi-regularly, just things that you are scared of losing track of, for example. I'm not too fond of horror, and I'm definitely not gonna be doing anything else Minecraft for like probably a few years, considering the amount of time I'm gonna be spending on this. I don't plan on giving up, and to like avoid giving up, I need to take this as at a leisurely pace. So it's gonna take a while. I'm fine with it though. I'm in no rush to get through this. Like the only semblance of rush is that I've gotten used to being the most progressed player on the server. Like I've played a lot more than the other fellows, so it'd be pretty silly if they just like sped ahead of me because they were putting more time in per day. Isn't the Jenny mod just like a digital girlfriend mod? No, I'm not interested in that. More interested in mod packs than individual mods, anyways. Jenny mod is a Guna mod. Well, by either definition, I'm not interested. So how long it gonna take on your knowledge / opinion? Do you mean like how long it's gonna take to like beat this mod pack? I would like considering just like looking here that I am here and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 8 more main chapters to get through. Probably another 2,000, 3,000 hours, I'd imagine. But it's not all gonna be on stream. I'm gonna do it off stream as well. I'll try to keep the major plot points on stream though, because it feels more right. And besides, by putting this like by streaming this to begin with, I'm kind of making the playthrough involve more than just me. So it would be respectful for me to uphold a duty of keeping those interested informed on the progress and the gaming. Oh, yeah, I also made a little hole here, so hopefully people stop realizing, stop expecting that this base over here that's very much still burned down, because I can't be bothered putting the effort in to repair it. That this is my main base, because it's not. I have like the entire thing over there, which is probably the only thing most of my viewers have even seen, because the only thing that's even left over here is a ore processing setup that I made in the Steam Age, and I think upgraded in HV because it was too slow, so I upgraded to Steel, but like that's available also in the Steam Age. And then like a slightly faster alloy smelter, because I haven't made a multi-block for that either. But I'm expecting that as an extension of this expansion of making the assembler multi-block, I'm also going to be making hopefully it's all of the multi-blocks, so I won't have any single blocks anymore, slowing down production. Like I definitely want like a compressor, I want an alloy smelter, I want a lathe, I definitely want a precision laser engraver, I want like the assembler multi-block naturally. Probably fluid solidifier. And then also move some of my my alloy EBF recipes over on the alloy blast smelter instead to spread it out a bit. So there's a lot of things to consider. Okay, what am I missing? I got my pumps. I need my superconductors. I think I also made these off stream. Guess I could go with the recipe. So you take your. Let me start from the beginning. A sec. So you take your indium and your vanadium, you make your base dust, you go through the whole EBF spiel, you shove those into, what's the wire mill? As the wire mill. Get your wires, and you get enough of those, combine it with some other parts, and then you get your superconductors. It's like the same kind of structure for all the superconductors, just differing complexity. And also like a major difference that's going to be happening from now on is the needing of superconductors in the energy hatches to begin with, because that was not a thing before. Some chats to read. The multi-block structure, like 3x3x3 furnace with core inside. What about blast container? Also multi-structure. Yeah, that's plenty of multi-blocks in this, but they differ a lot. They like the different size, shape. Like this is the one I'm making right now, for example. It's very big, has a lot of parts to it. It's also hella expensive, but like this pack really likes its multi-blocks. All of these are multi-blocks of all different flavors, colors, and sizes and expenses. If you do horror, you should do what Astral Spiff did. He had a bunch of mods, and every time you die to one mod, you can remove that mod. And he had 3 goals: make a house, survive 10 days in a row, and make 1 netherite tool. I think I actually saw that video, but it was quite a while ago. like kind of my position in terms of horror is that like I'm fine with watching it. I'm fine with like well, like I'm fine with watching it. As for other things, I haven't really tried it enough to make a proper opinion. I feel like it really depends a lot from there whether I'd enjoy playing one, for example. It goes for like anything horror game, horror mod, horror whatever. Perhaps I'll think about it at some point, but for now, I will not be doing horror. Like between the two very long-term playthroughs I have going on right now, I will be busy for a while. What do you mean? How do you download mods for Minecraft? Is that what you're asking? Because like for that, there's plenty of launchers around. I'd recommend Prism. Is the one I use, if that's what you're asking about. And it, like, are you asking if you can play Minecraft on a Steam Deck? Because like Minecraft's not a Steam game, so I like other than that, I really know nothing about the Steam Deck. But yeah, you'd use something like the stuff like Curse Force or like the Noob Trap. They're pretty untrustworthy. I don't remember the whole spiel, but I wouldn't recommend it. And the one I use is a Prism launcher, like one Prism PRISM launcher, and it's very flexible. Pretty sure it's open source, and I'd recommend it. Very cool. Alright, Energy Hatches weren't too bad. I had already set up most of the patterns. Okay, I need to add some power here. I need some more jump boost. There's also a jetpack here, and I'll lower the jump boost again. I have so many buttons, man. Okay, so I think I'd want to swap both of the back ones off. I actually had a think about it already. I was gonna take this HSSD cable and run it back here, and then have it split to IV and have it go, well, just into the IV hatches. Do it that way. Let's make sure they're off. Turning off the jetpack, I'm sick of it already. Disable hover mode. Turn these off. They shouldn't run, but like I still just want to be safe. Because if they try to run while their power is disconnected, they will run out of power, but still try to start the recipe, which just voids the recipe. So like I'd rather not do that. Okay. Just to be safe, there's no funny business. Let me munch these. I'm pretty concerned about this whole ordeal though, since this is gonna, like, each of these turbines is making 1 amp of IV, and with this upgrade, my EBF setup is going to be consuming, like, if the entire thing is running, it's gonna be consuming 3/4 of my power grid. So perhaps I should downgrade it again afterwards until my power grid is better. Because like regardless of if the recipe actually needs it, it will be using that much energy. That's just how the overclocking works. Like I will get something out of it, but how the overclocking this game works is that when you run a recipe at a higher voltage tier than it requires, it will work twice as fast and take 4 times as much energy. So essentially it will cost double energy per recipe. And also have 4 times the draw. Like if I'm like if you look at it this way, if my EBF system is running, then like if the entire rest of my base, all of this here is also hooked up to the power grid. If that takes the remaining 4 amps of IV and tries to run just one recipe more, then something will power fail. Just a major liability, because even with that double speed considered for my EBFs, they will still be running for absolute ages. Like it's the difference between them running an hour at a time for a batch craft to running what would it be? Half of it is double speed. So around like 40 minutes. No, it'll be 45 minutes. Yeah, it will work like that. So from like an hour to 45 minutes at the cost of taking up 3 times as much of my power grid at a time. So actually no, it wouldn't be 3/4, it would be 10/16ths. So 5/8ths. Difficulty peaceful, survival some custom ones. Or aggressive mobs not needed for this pack. Well, the server difficulty is on hard, and this mod pack also really likes their spooky mobs. It's I can show an example, because I'm basically like I'm basically a god at this point. I can just kind of go boop, take one of these, go here. It's nighttime now. Like there's plenty of mobs, and there's also some fancy mobs that have effects. Even some mobs called Infernals that have potion effects that do all sort of stuff. Like this is like a creeper that removes torches when he explodes, I think. Yeah, we have a baby skeleton. Like here's a zombie that will reel you in. This guy will scatter mobs. There's a bunch of stuff. Like that's a burning fire. Just a tall fire skeleton. Like that's a bunch of stuff. Anyways, let me not get my fellow server members killed. The world is pretty unfriendly, especially when you don't have a very mob-proofed base, which I'm pretty sure most people on the server don't have right now. It's just too much work to like stay alive or something like that. But anyways, as was going on about before, I think I should make this EBF upgrade temporary for now, and just get probably 1 or 2 of those mega steam turbines after the fact. Perhaps also a turbine rotor upgrade. Because how these big turbines work is that they have a rotor in the controller, and like there's a bunch of numbers here, but the only thing that's really too important is why it says base efficiency, which is the fuel efficiency, and by extension the output. Like it's how much power gets outputted and the efficiency on the fuel. It's also the option to switch it to what's called loose mode, which will decrease the fuel efficiency. In this case, it will go from 155% to 106%, but it would almost triple the power output. So that's also something you could do. Like that may also require me to upgrade my fuel. Anyways, all this is stuff I should really plan off stream. I'm on a relatively tight schedule for this stream, at least when it comes to the Osmiridium, because by my calculations it would take I think I calculated to be taking like 40 minutes to do all the 42 ingots of Osmiridium I needed in time. But yeah, it's a server I'm playing on. I was fortunate enough to not be doing this by myself. It helps with motivation. I'd recommend it if you get the choice for like a challenging pack like this. What fuel, by the way? Is it past nuclear power, below its level? Well, I could be on nuclear. I could do what it's called a vac nuke, which is, I think it's like a pretty good meta, but it's also working with nukes, and I'm pretty scared of those. But the thing I'm using is nitrobenzene, which is a upgrade of benzene, which is from wood. So like this setup here is making it into nitrobenzene, and this setup in here is making normal benzene. This whole setup here. It's also making other stuff like oh, not that button, this one. Like phenol, toluene, 1,2-dimethylbenzene, and creosote on top of all the products seen here. It's a bunch of fancy schmancy stuff. I need some transformers from LUV to IV. To IV, these should be what I need. I do need to be in here though. This one. But you unlock access to nuclear power in the EV, and I'm currently in IV, so I've had to access this for a while. And it's very viable if you can do it right. But even the people that know how to do it put their nukes in blast-proof boxes in case they act up. You never really know. Like if they run out of a resource, if it's just slightly out of balance, like kaboom, your entire base is gone. And I'm not over exaggerating. It's like it's a big explosion. Like literally, like on the map, if I could get. Oh, that is like probably like this entire mountain range would be a crater. So like spooky. I'd rather not do that. And also benzene funny. Like benzene. Because I hate trees. They are green and I hate the green. That's why my entire base is grey. Ignore that. Once I get this timer started, I can be a little bit more at ease. So need some platinum cable for this. Another one of these. He's asking because a member of the server disconnected and reconnected a lot earlier. We have a fancy chat log coupled to the Discord server. It's very fancy, very fancy. wanna get silly, but I decided otherwise. This is not silly time. Emote even is that? Oh, it's like McFly laughing emoji. Rolling on the floor laughing. I actually needed a bit more for... No. Polyphenylene sulfide. Just do one craft, we'll round up. It's 24. I just bumped my mic, sorry. You gotta ask. Crazy man, these cowards. I don't stab the mirror every morning. Okay, so haste SSG, LUV, well that's good. Should really disconnect this before I work with, so I don't work with live wiring. I'd rather not do that. Not because I can like get electrically shocked. I can passionately make out with active wire connections all day without it being a problem. But if I mess up, it will, like if I mess up even once while it's actively being powered, it will burn. And possibly my base will explode. Just arguably worse than getting tickled by a power outlet. My chat is closed. I didn't see chat for a while. The producers for some every resource base once and craft into higher resource on servers, kinda infinite. Well, there are sources for like raw resources that are passive. Once you go up in tier, it becomes a lot harder to passive it, but most of the basic stuff that I have done is like this is a mob farm. Most of this is just grown by crops and then processed from there. All these drawers contain unique resources. That's where I'm getting most of my resources, but once you go up in tier, it's harder to source, and at that point you find your... Well, at that point and before, you find a resource in ore veins kind of around the place. GTNH overhauls the ore spawning system, so different kinds of ore spawn in designated veins grouped up in on a predictable grid, and it's different per dimension. There's a whole bunch of stuff to it, but you do find ores underground or you source it through other means, which comes through crops, bees. Let me see if I can get a sane overview. I probably would need to do this through bees. There's a few different bees. All these also give unique resources. Some useful, some not. And then other than that, you can you would be getting your resources from meteor rituals, of which there's quite a few. This is added by a mod called Blood Magic. So, like, it's a possibility you can automate these meteors. It'll drop a ball of ore from the sky. Well, the veins in the ground are finite, but everything else is like infinite, but not really. Like, it scales with production. So I don't really know if I would call that infinite. I guess it depends on how you would define it. Okay, LUV to IV, these are IV, this is LVV, it's coming from the LUV. 4 amps, that's what I need. Make these point inwards, so it don't explode. Connect these. Connect these. Yeah, I didn't even double check that. I put IV. There's also IV. Then this is the moment of truth. Let's see if it explodes. That might be good. Shouldn't explode. Right, let me color these for my autism. LUV's orange. IV's purple. It's just like a pre-established rule system I've made for myself. There's no actual like these colors are just picked off of the colors of the superconductors. If you don't color them, all the wires would just be black. But by coloring them, it's a lot easier to see what cables are carrying what voltage. So you can probably see. So it's a little fancy thing you can do. What's fancy is that I got a infinite spray can, which just makes it a whole lot easier. It's a pain to craft, but like you only have to craft it once. Alright, well, if I did this by like radon recipe, you need 42 of these. Right? Is that the correct number? Needed for the casings. 42 2x, yeah, 42 ingots. Have to request 44 though. I think I set up the pattern for the dust. Ask me video, yeah. Pretty damn expensive, but you know, like I really don't have very much osmium. Like you may think 850 is a lot, but it's not. It's like not very accurate to my current production speed. I've just been stockpiling it for a while. W stream it. This is what I call a chill place. And I bring my friends in afterwards. So just I can't believe I spent a whole 20 seconds of my life reading out a bot message. Yikes, man. Anyways. You can go, bye-bye. Get all my stuff back set up. I have like a very specific layering of my my tabs for my PC. That's what I mean by setting up. Because I need my like I have my chat on top of my Spotify, and then my game application on top of that. Anyways, I got that. Well, in my understanding, infinite resource would be in two cases. You can either build, produce, farm, etc., or it breaks and regen after some time instant. Well, in that case, it would be infinite. Like, the reason why I was trying to be more specific is because how I see it, infinite could also mean that infinite means like an infinite amount readily available at all time. Not just like renewable. That would be a more accurate term for what you're trying to describe. And that was the distinction I was trying to make earlier. Wait, how much radon did I need? Very specific amount. That's kind of annoying. I get like a pet tool. You don't seem used. Maybe like I think there's like a flask I could use, like a vial. Oh yeah, volumetric flask. There it is. 1 molten borosilicate glass. We have that? No. Alright, I'll just have to fluid extract one of these then. Should have a ball mold. So I can mold me some balls. I am very mature as well. Ball is just a funny word, man. Need one of those. Yep. Yep. Well, like GTNH takes things to a pretty big scale. Like what's the thing called? The Eye of Harmony textual jump scare. Like this is what late game renewable resources look like. Like just the casual like millions of items per craft. So like when the game expects you to be able to use this many resources at any point of the game, I don't think you can really call any part of the game I have infinite resource. You could say enough, but that would only be an assumption at best with a pack like this. All of them are useless besides Universium. You mean like all resources are useless? I'm not really sure what you're referring to on that one, Chief. Like Universium is just a late game resource. It's not really gonna place anything. Eye of Harmony. Oh, you're talking about all the resources from this. Yeah, pretty much. Like from my understanding, it is just for like one of the resources. Like I guess you can like I feel like at the point where you're able to make a multi-block of this size, you're not concerned about any of the other resources anyways. You have a point. I'm also not seeing Universium on this actually. Is there only certain planets that can give it? Let me see. I'm not even sure what the path for this is. Dude, solidifier. Yeah, it's only 17 of the planets that can give it. But yeah. Just a lot of stuff. Yeah, that how the Eye of Harmony works is that you're basically, I think, like how it works is that you're like digitally creating planets and mining them for resources. Not actually sure. Maybe it tells in the quest. It's a lot to read here though. Alright, I'm reading that. So I want this to be 400 and 400 radon. Right. I really should have started this earlier and it should have been done by now. Perhaps I should have just started ahead of time. I'm a bit faster at doing things when I'm not worried about well, when I'm not actively like engaging with chat and running around showing things and whatnot. 21 in there, put 21 in there. Remember these are to turn them on. There we go. 52.5 seconds per singular ingots. Yummers. So now that I have the actual metric, 52.5 divided by 2 times 42. Be in minutes, so no, that wouldn't be in minutes, it would be in seconds. Let's get that into minutes then. 18 minutes, okay, that's very fine. I probably could have... I guess the math I did earlier was based off of only one EBF running. But yeah, that'll be just fine. Yeah, I'm just doing a rough estimate. I'm not gonna be sitting here staring at the progress bar for that entire time anyways. Keep this on me because I want to switch back the second this is done. Actually, it will probably be a sensible thing to do to make a few more osmiridium ingots. Now that I'm removing it. Let's queue, sure, 12 more. Because you do need it for other stuff. Primary thing would be warp removal, which needs 1 ingot. All the other stuff I can get. Unfortunately, it takes a lot of research, like just like insane amount of research. It's like average Stormcraft grind. I don't think I could properly explain how much of a pain this is to anyone not familiar with Stormcraft, but you have to do like a 2-minute minigame for every single one of those lines of text. Very tedious minigame as well. It's not the same every time. Can't just turn brain off. Something like that. But how much can you set this to? Like if I just say like 800,000, okay, it caps. Need stupid tanks anyways when I have this little vial. But I mostly estimate in head, only in case of a big multiply divide I use calc. Well, like as I think I mentioned, I really could have done that in my head, but I'm also just trying to familiarize myself with like on what side of the like a division calculation to put the numbers, because I've been struggling to remember for a while. I never really got a good method for remembering it. But I got a pretty good rule for it recently. I suppose I might as well share it in case there's anyone else that might be struggling with it. It's just the the thing you put on the left side of the division is like the amount of it's the amount of items you're trying to distribute, and on the right is the amount of, say, cups that you're going to put those items into. So 10 divided by 2 would be 5. Anyways, that's the rule I've been looking for a while. It's not like school's gonna teach that to you. I am autistic. I need things in a different format to actually properly remember them, and that's what ended up working for me. Anyways, thought I might share that. So while that's going, I can do some of the other stuff. How much osmiridium do you need for the quest, actually? Just 1 ingot, I can get that. Osmiridium. Yippee. Yippee! Get that loot bag, I'm not gonna be opening for ages. And you get more loot bags for the rhodium plated palladium. I wonder. Holy shit, it's Peanut Sniffer Guy, as I call him for no reason whatsoever. I call him Peanut Snipper Guy. It's just based off of like like the state of like the cat meme brain rot of 2 months ago. And I don't know how big that community is. I don't know how known like the silly cat meme tropes are. Really sure what exactly what he's asking for, but I'm pretty sure that hydrogen is quite combustible, from what I remember. I'm sure it's not exactly what the kind of answer he's looking for. Honestly, I a little bit lost the rule when you said 5. My thoughts were, what, why, huh? Like, for this, like, it's just like the amount of items distributed into the amount of like entities, let's say a cup. It's like it's very easy to visualize when it's for smaller numbers, but when it's for bigger numbers, when you're dividing like 352 by 573 as a random example, that's why I struggle. So instead of just making a example of a smaller margin, or like doing that as a test, I just got a rule for it, and it works for me. Give me 1 sec. I'm back, and oh boy, I need to pick up the pace. I'm going rather slowly with this. Gotta start actually making some of this progress. Okay, let's get the alloy started. Get Hycarium. Then I guess the chat is kind of small. Probably should have specified. Keep that in mind for next time. Did I ever set that up? I don't think I would, because I don't even think I have a mostly Lumium for that. Yeah, I need to bump this up to 24. It's up to 48. this up to 192. And get to work on that. This should be, I think, 6 cells worth. 8 cells? I should bother doing the math. I'm just guessing. No, not that either. Doesn't even add up. It's 7.5. 7.5. That is that 4 and 6, 4 and a fourth. I think it is. Fourth is a bit more of an annoying number to find though. I think I'll just count it up in small cells. Should not take the water for my limited stock. Yeah, I guess I also gotta keep in mind that not everyone's actually looking at the screen at all times. I'm still pretty new to all this. It's my bad as well. So I guess it's... I need a half actually. Probably be a responsible, say, streamer and fully take blame, because I shouldn't expect my viewers to think. Honestly, I'm just making it worse at this point. But I should take into account that not everyone's here to think. That pack only on server? No, the pack is it's quite. Oh, you mean like is it only available in a server form? Because then no. And if you're asking about if it's exclusive to the server, then also no. You can just like go download it. If you search GTNH, search for the wiki, and I'd recommend you download it through that and read the installation guide if you're interested. Okay, so this is LCR, it should be very fast. I think I do a phosphorus. Yep. Phosphorus, right? Yep. 3 stacks. And then go down here. Actually no, my on-demand crafting is still positioned up here. It should still be functional, right? Didn't disconnect the power any. Oh, that's a bit far. Didn't disconnect the power anything silly. No. Circuit 24, set that in here. Just spam liquid in until it says all good. You don't happen to need, no, you don't need a increased putting stuff in the output hatches. I may have the stupid. Yeah, if I actually put the oxygen in the input hatch instead of the output, this will work. Yep, that is. Actually, I can't formulate that into a coherent response, so oh well, there goes my joke. Yeah, I'm interested, but I'm kind of only accumulating packs that I want to play. Put them in Notepad. Yeah, it's like if you're struggling to find motivations to play packs, this is not a good place to start. This is the motivation eater, not the motivation restorer. You will come out of this pack wishing you didn't have free will. And then take my Sloopy juice. Sing to the last match. And it over here. Alright. Now I need high energy mixture. Good, 96 of that. Well, time isn't really a factor if you think about it. Because like, as long as you stay motivated and you keep putting in a bit of effort every now and then, how much time you're putting in per week, it doesn't matter. Unless you're worried about that you'll like die of old age before you finish it, but I'm guessing that's not what you mean. But considering that it's correct tech, you never know. So that's it. It's a pretty long recipe. Okay, so that's done. Loot solidifier. It's loot solidifier. I don't have a HV one of those. You actually maybe I have up here. Ew. It's not good. Make one of those. I feel like it's gonna take any time at all to do. See, you pressed enter by accident while trying to hit the whatever the symbol's called button. It's okay, it happens. It happens to me a lot too. I get the exact same thing. So I need 6.9. Yep, that's right. I'm not native country, completely different language. Also trying to learn stuff for my future in life. Need money. About enter. I'm on phone and erase next to enter. Alright. And considered the usage of a different platform. just noting it because it came just after an eye. I guess I should have seen the pattern that didn't use a, I think it's called apostrophe on the IM, so you're probably not interested in technically being grammatically correct, blah blah, no talk, who cares? Back to your books, nerd. I'm talking as if talking to myself, I'm not criticizing you. Criticizing myself. Some sterling silver as well. Definitely make a pattern for this. Mixer. Tin alloy. There's just so many circuit filters, bro. So many mixer circuits. I'm messing up my languages. I can do it manually for now, though. That is... Get all this plating as well. I'm afraid of that being a maintenance issue, so I'm just gonna be sure. That's not even the right machine, I might be stupid. This one. It's fun, but I'm probably gonna continue lurking. Good luck, have fun. Well, I can't believe I just waved to my second monitor, but we'll see you some other time, I suppose. Thanks for tuning in. One. Shove it all in there. Explode, please. Right. Well, if it's got a maintenance issue, it should hopefully just finish before it becomes an issue. Thanks for stream. No problem, man. Happy I could entertain you, if but for a moment. Every single time I see Cobalt, I'm just scared there's gonna be more osmium requirements everywhere. Osmium is one of the plant line materials, the rarest one by far. So they're not gonna have to worry about scaling up a PMP production, platinum metallic powder, too early. Complexity at this scale, you would really expect this alloy to be in the ABS. But I guess it wasn't. It's never really been about the implications of the recipe. Also, holy crap, that was instant. spare chrome for some reason. It's not like I had less resources than I was expecting. I guess I just miscalculated, miscounted. All of the above. It's not an R. Right, let me get started on these LUV machine casings. What's up, PM? I've got a carrot in my mouth right now. It's a big carrot. Anyway, sub PM. It's good. It's a very inefficient recipe here. I'll take a look through the mix of recipes and pick something, or not pick something, and like get an actual configuration, see what circuits I'm gonna need and which ones I won't, which ones will need fluid hatches. Because having to possibly make modifications to it every single time that I want to add something new is kind of annoying, kind of really annoying. Needed to be plate. Guessing I wouldn't have a recipe for that. You see a fast recipe, there we go, under 1 second. Oh, the osmiridium is done. Nice. Let me do the downgrade I wanted to do then. Off. Yups. Yup-it-ups. I'll start with invalidating the multi-block just to be safe. And then I just connect them back up to this and hope I don't explode. EV. This is 16 amps output onto enough. Yeah, to 8 onto 4. Physically incapable of exploding. So I'm praying that will mean that it's at the very least unlikely to explode. Wonder what happens if you put less power, like power into a higher tier energy hatch. Like if it would break, or if it would just be like the same with cables, that it's technically good, it's not gonna overload the wires, you're good, bro. Like naturally it wouldn't overclock, but it wouldn't overclock like it's the Well, it would only overclock off of the input energy, not off the energy hatch. That sounds like a thing that I'll either go without knowing or test in a bit of testing world. So I would rather not have my base explode. I'm pretty proud of my no explosions in 500 hours badge. I guess it's like 600 by now. Yeah, that should all be good. I do need to. I was doing all that with live wires actually. Kind of a oopsie, but it goes fine, so like kind of whatever as well. What you gonna do about it? Blow me up? Nah, you wouldn't. Strike me if you dare. But yeah, for recipes like this, definitely would consider a fluid solidifier multi. Just for that recipe alone, honestly, that's hella slow. Fortunately, the fluid solidifier multi-block is also hella expensive for no reason. Not even talking about the fact that it's that big. I'm mainly talking about its need of a solidifier hatches, which are just, why are they this expensive? There's no reason for them to be that expensive. I guess the usual butt fucking of the GTNH. I cannot wait for the day where the bots stop invading my chat. It's gonna be so nice. This is IV assembler. Good build with your crafting. Do you have any oddite? It's your problem actually. Seem to have any oddite anywhere. Like I'm not getting it from that. So I guess I'm gonna go run around in the nether. But if I remember correctly, it can spawn in vanilla-esque ore veins in the nether. Probably have a better chance going in the direction that isn't the direction everyone's It's already scoured of resources. Again, it's also the open part. Just the durability on that. Decent still. Does Allied Ore even look like? It's this one. Go, fuck off! These guys chase you for fucking forever, bro. Yeah, actually, just go back and T-search for that. I should also go check my my neglected the storage. Doesn't have R8. I knew I had a reason to neglect it. It's like my firstborn son. See this? Bingo. Guess I have several stages of ore processing in here. I should note those for later. I would rather not get distracted right now, though. Because from what I can tell, I'm on a pretty tight schedule right now. I got a bit too silly, and I'm gonna have to speed up if I want to get this multi-block done this stream. Do you not have anything for titanium cables? It's not. So if I do 18 of these, actually yeah, forgot I'm not doing not doing radon anymore. That's just a 1-to-1. Okay, so that would be stack in 54. It's like technically one of the downsides with my the change I made to my EBS. I guess I never mentioned that I did that, but I switched them over to the fluids being a part of the pattern. Did some modifications to incorporate that. It does make so manually issued crafting is a bit more tedious. Really not that big of a deal. Yeah, I do remember needing one more alloy though. Sturk alloy. 2 crafts of that. Let me actually get stuff on screen again. Okay, alright man, that's just so much. So he should be done now. Yep, get you out of the way. I can make some. I don't have pattern for those. Go in here, you need EV, I'll just make them by hand. Like 8, I suppose. These also need water as well. And the only thing I can do here is distilled water, which do you have any of that? Doesn't seem so. I think I can source some though from this setup. Unless it's buried. It's buried. I might be able to source it from this setup then. Surely they can both be buried. Alright. We don't need that much. Should be fine. Like for these themselves, I literally need 600 milliliters. So like, yeah. Also making a bit more, so 800. Alright. Make a blue schematic and bookmark out of you, so I will remember to undo you. Put those back. That's my luminescence. It's almost done. Then I need some zirconium. I think I missed the not taunt. Too early for me to start getting tired. Not close enough to being done. Funny when that literally just like one tick for both recipes just disappears. Okay, so you can go into. Please don't void that. That's a very expensive craft. It's making it. Ooh. It's pretty spooky. All the phenylene sulfide. It's taking so long. Usually that's like instant. Someone. It's crazy. It's gotta be a goofy achievement prerequisite moment. There's no way. Yeah, I do need those, but I can overlap that. Just put it in here. Alright, I'll put it in there, it'll be done eventually. Easy. Almost done. You only need 6 of those. That's done, finally. Took longer than the Osmiridium, I'm pretty sure. This was before the Lumium, Unituntium, Yugium. I guess one of the mods that really did just decide, yeah, let me reinvent a vanilla achievement for no reason. Literally like the exact same. That's really slow. Right. I can just go to the destroyer setup, annihilator, pulverize, atomize setup. Put my newborn in there. Solve my financial crisis. Why do we say stuff like this? Like, what are we even doing? Bam bam pow. Cap them. Blow up. Of course. Just need the jump scare machine, just playing the worst sound you could ever hear on repeat. You get used to it though. That's what the Cirque alloy was for. I don't know why I keep doing this. There's no need to tediously count up every single ingot. Let's get the lumium in this batch as well. All that for 24 lumium. This stuff is a pain in the ass and a half. Even worse. Hey, do we need this? Do. How about you? Are you gonna behave? No. I got a bit too enthusiastic tearing down my LUV setup. Need to build that again. Well, I guess let's get the other stuff out of the way first. He's decent then. Did I even? I don't need the Sonarium for the Hycarium, the shitfuck material, because it needs a LUV EBF again. I think I counted those correctly and I didn't overcraft, but I could have centrifuged again. So it requires LUV as well. Seed the Ardites. The chain, there's also some stuff there. I'll deal with that later. TM. But plot twist, I actually deal with it later. Voices are so loud. As long as I'm silly, they cannot reach me. But I can't be silly when I'm tired, so I'm kind of at a bind here. Are they at least fast? It hates SSG, so no overclockies for me. 42 seconds. While you 6 seconds, and you have to do a small amount of those though. I should be able to go collect my wafers now. My flavored juice. I guess it's unflavored. It's filtered. There, and I should finally get what I need. Voices are so loud, but also so quiet. At least I don't have to count liquids for this recipe. As for the cutting machine, I'm still just providing it. It's like, if something is using able to use lubricant, I will want to use lubricant. It's as simple as that. I may be stupid. That's an output burst. That's the one thing I'm not meant to put it into. Scratch the it might be stupid. I am stupid. Maybe I'm just tired. I am stupid. Deserve forgiveness. I don't deserve peace. I don't deserve piss. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. Let's switch this back. And kind of 36 ingots worth of radon. $5.2. Yep. Now to go to the shit for contraption. They are off, right? Didn't even care to cut off the wires anymore. I'm gonna have to come back here again. Am I lagging? Why these? I colored one of these? All right, bro. We just remembered. Wait, I'm supposed to be green. All right, buddy. many are on right now? Damn, it's getting pretty crowded in here. At least I didn't pack this away, I can just shove it here again. B to Ivy, maybe energy hatch. Yep. Input LUV to Ivy, input LUV to Ivy. Care to call these this time. LUV to Ivy, LUV to Ivy. Blah, blah, blah. They explode, I am then extreme. Well, suppose it ain't worse than that. At least that's running now. Doubles, I just shove them into that, so that shouldn't take too long, no need to worry about it. Do we have engraved the gold chips? No. Diamond lens. I think I have the one over here. Yep. So I need 64 gold plates. Ah. Okay, so took for some things off the list. It's all still down here. So the tip at least. This would actually be the prerequisites to unlocking the Slaughter Raven. Yeah. First time I'm actually able to officially view the quest. I mean by officially is that I have a thing enabled so I can just view all of the quests. Not like it's unintended. I'll clear it out. Just hyper focusing on trying to get this done. Almost at my 2 hours that I usually that I could expect myself to be able to stream for. After that it's prayers only pretty much. This was a pretty decent call to make some preparations ahead of time. How tight it's ending up being. Make some. I just have these. Some more memory chips. EMS. I love chips. I guess I'll deal with these. Just make the 4. It's about future proofing. I'm tired. Board. The plain boards. I'll have to make these as well. I was read about that I had made them before though. Doesn't change that I'll have to make them again though. It's been ages since I've made circuit components. Holy shit. It actually just like have those. How do you even make this? I'm not sure. Chemical bath. Alright. Well, glad I made some spares, I suppose. That saves me a bit of time. Some platinum ingots. Just shove them in there, I guess. Need some of both flavors of Slurpee juice. Oh, this is LCR. Wonder if I'm gonna need a stronger etching liquid at some point. Even 3. Palladium foils. I completely overlooked that. So I never made these in the EBF. Seems worth to do though. So, oh. Can make them in the side that's LUV anyways. It's not the recipe I need. Some hell idioms. Need 16 of these. What my other fellows doing? They're getting there. needed me to go look at the dust for it to actually go through. Is the soldering ally stuck? What is your problem, bro? Actually, what is your problem? Excuse me? Why no output? You can... Is it like full or something? It is. Well... Okay, so it's a bit more... height on that than I thought. I guess... Like for starters, this salt water's never gonna be going anywhere. I can take that redstone I was expecting, but why's that's not right. Is it locked? Where the hell could there be salt water coming from? Is it a T-search for it? Yeah, it's gonna be there. What the hell else? Here. Just kind of looking undersaturated. It's also just a recycling step. Not like how the hell would this even get down to the interface? Anyway. What the hell? What the hell? Why did you send me staff of go somewhere else? Just be sending me wherever. So this is set on blue. Coming out of that. That's like it's not that. That's just no way. Hello. It's good. Providing it? So are you providing that from? Making salt water there. Like also, like everything on the subnet stays on the subnet unless I pull it out. Because both of these should be no, these should be extract only. Extract only, extract only, extract only, extract only. So there's no way it could go through. Oh, meat weasel with the raid, thank you. Thanks for the raid. Big raid, W's. Wait, how long was the stream? Right. There's indeed a small amount of time, even for someone like me. You got so much time, so what can you do? Other than nothing. to you if you think you can do that. Don't take it too far if you can't have you being passed out for the latter part of the stream. You're just doing a sleep stream. Well, the last things I said was just more or less just saying all the power to you if you think you can do a 24-hour stream, and then just a bunch of yapping. So yeah, I don't think I said anything else. Anyways, the salt water should be good. Doesn't seem to be a problem. I'm not putting it in there. So go put it in this fella. Should be able to store both the hydrogen and the chlorine coming out. And the whatever else. There's gonna be a lot of moments where I'm quiet, but that's fine. People come in and we'll talk then. Yeah, like, go for it if you wanna. Alright, see ya. Like, we'll see you later, bro. Imagine doing a 24-hour stream in a million years. I get tired after like 2 hours. I like you at the point where I'm already completely clueless of what you are doing. Carpachungus. I understood the sentence, yes, of course. I'm not really sure what you're going at, honestly. But I'm kind of getting the impression that you're just not sure what's happening in game. Probably it isn't helping them. It's sporadically jumping around like a ADHD fella. I was planning of streaming at least 3 hours a day, but I need to help a family member. That's fair. Planning to be difficult, and always have things go to plan. But do I get the concrete? Yeah. Before leaving, I need to know running is so slow. This concrete here, it is. It's made from which one? This concrete, which is solidified from this concrete, which is more or less free except for the calcite. You can make it the second you get into LV. I'd highly recommend it. All you need is a mixer and a flue solidifier. And naturally a mold. Yes, I played some early GTNH long time ago and I kinda like watching it, but I don't understand a thing. Not sure if I could really do like a better job of explaining things. I'm not really like if I wanted to like explain things carefully, it would just take a while. I don't quite have that the skill to come up with explanations like that, just on demand, more or less. Block. Well, I can try, but right now I'm also kind of a bit time pressured because I want to finish my multi-block before I get too tired. So I'm moving pretty fast now. Which certainly can be helping. Like even I am struggling to commentate at the speed I'm playing. So I'm switching my my EBF back to IV because I can't afford to run it at LUV for particularly long. Go for EV, this EV cable. EV. It's flicking. EV. And that's actually naturally spawning bad for once. Bro deflected like 3 of those. So I'll put EV. Well, like if this was broken, I feel like it would already exploded. Put EV going into EV energy hatch, like whatever. I was planning on exploding it, would have already. Turn these back on. Hopefully I won't have to go through that again. Done with all the LUV EBF for hopefully until I get a better power system set up, power infrastructure. Ah, my shoulders are stiff. In a moment. Trying to avoid becoming a immobile blob of meat by the time I'm 20. Really should have checked this one ahead of time. Please don't be LUV. If you're LU... Why is everything LUV? Like, please. Please. Alright, well I haven't even run a recipe with this yet and I'm already tearing it down again. Eventually I get fast at setting this up though. It's like pit stop-esque. EV to IV. May not by the time you are 20, but for sure by the time you finish this pack. Hopefully I do that before I'm 20 as well. I'm like 5 right now or something. Playing it since I was born. Put LUV, LUV to IV, put LUV, LUV to IV. Energy hatch. IV cable. Alright, bro. Old needy bitch in your LUV EBF requirement. Family doesn't like you. Like you. Likes the LUV EBF requirement. On again. So they can make that signalium with these 6 seconds, cause why not? My god, so much in the chat. Thank you, Chemcraft, for the raid. I was wondering when you would show up, consider you made a comment about wanting to raid me yesterday. for the raid, man. Appreciate it. I was kind of hoping to be able to be a little bit closer to my massive multi-block I'm working towards, but I'm still like a solid like 30 minutes away from making this monstrosity. It's a lot of crafting. But hey, I've almost made one of the components. This high computation station Mark 1. Having some beef with the EBF requiring LUV though to run. Does TFG even go up to LUV actually? Forget. Like it goes up to fusion reactors, right? And that's like, isn't that the final goal? To like do fusion, which would, if it goes off the same scaling as GTNH, would indicate that it goes above LUV. Because fusion reactors are CPM in GTNH, I'm pretty sure. Oh, so they're working on implementing the next tiers. Because last time I saw anything of TFG, the playthrough I watched ended at with a fusion reactor, whatever they're called. I think it was a Hecuba that the fella is called. I was watching. Play it. So I could make these. It's 3 pairs. I need 12 of these. It's a lot of crafting. Guess I could make those titanium cables from earlier. I prepped. Hecuba series was that too, but super outdated now. Yeah, does sound like it. Right, I can also, I got my Ticarium done as well. Need 16 of these. Also get my double mar plates. I need 44 total, so 88 ingots with this as stack and 20, so I can get these out of the way. I think I actually meant to start that a while ago. Get you in here. Right. Vending machine, circuit 2. Big vendor, circuit 2. Yep. These have not a insane water requirement. Thank you. There you go. Thank you. I'll try my best to enjoy the GT. Gotta go grind, restore backup EVF and LCR blew up today. That's rough. Could you, like, what happened? Was it a like overloading wires or something? Was it rain? You haven't left yet. Curious. Right, get the graphene that's gonna hold that off. Oh, it needs 3 full crafts. Yeah, that's gonna be a while. Good thing I'm starting it now, I suppose. Cue the rest later. Might get caught up in other stuff. I start it now. I'll just switch energy hatch on EBF. I don't know about LCR. Yeah. I'm guessing since it's still the correct tech, guessing the voltage works the same in TFG, but yeah, the power is just it's easy to forget. There's so many little things you just have to make sure. The way I deal with it is that I just talk to myself constantly, just remind myself of every single bit of the voltage, and so far it's worked. I haven't had a explosion in 600 hours. Stormcraft Warp keeps telling me that my base is blowing up, but it's never actually real. You need to be bolted. Signilium is not done yet. Gonna be like another 4 minutes, unless it stopped. Yeah, stopped. Why you stopped? Bastard. Other recipe I was running decided, haha, I'm gonna slurp the radon. I suppose that's something I need to worry about. Okay, bumped you down to 8. How much more do you need? 5, 6. Not really sure how I would solve that. I'll have to think about it. Maybe just putting the other circuits in a different block, or... Can't think about that now. If I put it all into the same fluid hatch, it would at the very least not get stuck. There would still be the issue of the fluids being used for recipes I didn't intend it to be used for, though. In this case, the radon being used for... Not even sure what it's... Not sure what I was making, actually. It's probably just one of the... Actually, it was probably the neodymium. It's the Ma... It should be 44, shouldn't it? Either way, I need 44, so... Did I count wrong? Oh, yeah, I did. I was meant to do a stack in 24. We did a stack in 20. They just count wrong. Go do the Hycarium gears. Here. So it just matches and I don't have to go back down there. Okay, so... Alright, yeah. Beautiful. Go do the bolts as well. I think those are over here. Some rods. Also rods. Might not be accessible outside. Doesn't seem so. Well, let me go make a pattern real quick. This tab. Just go up here. Don't actually have any blank patterns in that. Bolts. Medium. Nice. Everything's coming together. I am gonna undo that though. What's the sick nail I'm doing? Right, I'm back. Yes, LCR means large chemical reactor. True. We did indeed connect the dots on that one. This really just needs a bit of everything. Like, my inventory is so full. Actually, now that I have the Technilium, I can at least finish one of these. There we go. Technilium. Finish these. Just need rubber. These are ones which fell. Yeah. This is IV assembler. Just making doubly sure it's not gonna void or do anything silly, because that would actually cost me like a few hours. Like, it's only be one craft, but still I would have to revisit every individual part individually. Bottom line is, I would really not want to do that. Well, the only way it's gonna void is through the clean room, because it's a single block. You know what? I'm just gonna trust. Missing. So I got these, I got these. I'm missing those. Jesus Christ, there's so much stuff it barely fits. Ah, that's cranking away. At last. Let me get these now. Can't wait to be done with this. Do you have everything for that? I got 6 items there, so they'll get me missing something. Data orbs, one of those. You. I'm missing the titanium cables. And I'm missing the competition station. Get another 8 of those for the liquid. For these I need... Please don't tell me ruthenium is gonna require LUV. No. It's easy. Platinum I know won't. I got that, I got that. 42 robot arms, I forgot about that part. Ah. The 126. Jesus Christ, what the hell is happening? So I got automating stuff, so I will try GTNH again one day, But first, I want to complete a pack with both some passive lines and with some big on-demand automation to do. Well, if that works best for you, go for it. For me, the biggest motivation is having a insurmountable task ahead of me. But I am also, in fact, autistic. Also seems like a pretty... Considering the lack of logic, it's probably a pretty uncommon reason. But I get more motivation the tougher the challenge is. The steeper of a hill I have to climb. God, why the tears of this? Ay ay ay. Who didn't make the cut? Who did not pass the autism exam? Yeah, I don't think I'll have time to build this thing today. I'm hoping I'll be able to craft it though. Pretty much if you tune into my stream again, like just about any time in the future, you would get to see it in action. Because I'll be using this thing for a while. So that's not really too time sensitive. You would only get to see it being crafted once though. Monumental achievement, pretty cool. All that I've been waiting on this thing for like the past 100 hours in game time. The thing I've been crafting for the past 2 hours, the assembler multi-block. I didn't waste the first hour of my stream going into streamer mindset. I would not have to deal with this level of pressure. I think running out of time. Probably only invest like another 10 minutes into this. Gonna have to draw the line at some point. I can't just keep pushing. away. What's my platinum dust? How is this even? Oh, it's just furnace. Right. Well, I really do have a pretty serious time pressure happening. It's personal, so I won't get into details, but I am not gonna be pushing my time here. Hey, I should be able to get the pop-up now, though. And now, I mean, this is done. It's a gigantic craft, almost filling out the grid. I thought it was just late at night for you and you had to sleep, but sleeping's for weeks. It's not that. If it was that, I would reach a more preferable conclusion with this, but it's much more than that. Well, it's much more important than that. Yeah, judging by the craft times here, don't think I'm gonna be finishing. They shouldn't be pushing this one. I should have just started my stream earlier. I was planning on, but I got absorbed in a different matter. Just working with some stream stuff. Didn't get to finish that either. Yeah, that's just taking too long. I have so many things that need to come through the EBF right now. Like I got the black steel, the platinum, actually the platinum doesn't need to go in here. Got the black steel, the ruthenium, the aluminium. It's a lot. That is. It's the thing. It's the thing. I got a box, a very expensive box. Most expensive box I've ever seen. Bring that one in chat. And the crowd goes mild. Well, actually, never mind. It's just the casing left now. The casing is just ridiculous. Like this is per 2 casings. It just scales so much. Like the multi-block planner expects you to be using like upwards of 70 casings for this. Glad I've discovered that that in here it says 42 to 86 precise electronic unit casings. That's just always take the minimum at this point. Like filling the rest of it out with buses or hatches is just always better, always cheaper. which is why I am putting 34 input buses, 1 output bus, 4 input hatches, and 2 output hatches on this thing. It's a pretty fun example of that over here. Like all of this is just leftover energy hatches I have from God knows where. Pretty funny. It's these, like, naturally these casings are nothing compared to what I had to deal with for with what I'm dealing with now, but the tungsten steel was quite expensive at the time. And like, still, it's just always, it's always nice to do. I think I'm just gonna be waiting on crafts for the rest of this. I did all of the micro crafting, now it's just the long crafts. So maybe I'll just end here. Use the remaining of my 3 minutes to find someone to raid. Instead of just having to just end stream normally like a pleb. Like an antisocial pleb. Anyways, yeah. I'll deal with this next GTNH stream whenever that is. It really is quite unfortunate that I couldn't finish it this time. But I was just too slow. GTNH always takes longer than you expect. Even though I thought I accounted for that by doing all the really big crafts ahead of time, all the probably like 10 hours of offline crafting. It's never enough. Like I did like 504 ingots of rhodium plated palladium and a lot of tungsten steel. Just all the slow EBF stuff. But I had no idea I was gonna need so many LUV requirement recipes. Pace was just too slow. Denium is done, I guess. It's cool. What am I missing then? Like I got that. Actually I could finish this. It's not that long. Probably cost me my raidage, but I can always just like raid someone random if need be. So, like, even if I do finish crafting the entire thing, I am not gonna be building it this stream anyways. So I'm not really sure how much difference it will really make for the viewing experience. How's my titanium even looking? It's decent. I do also have extra backlog in the form of dust. All of that from my deep slate centrifuging. I haven't marveled at it in a while. Look at that. Just so much. So much of the good stuff. There's so much room for scaling still as well. Also, isn't it just... platinum finished. crafting the platinum anyways. I need 2 stacks and 40 into small gear. Alright, 37 at a time. Enough. So just missing the 42 robot arms. But like, it only matters so much. I'm not gonna be able to actually finish the craft within my time limit anyways. I can technically have everything prepped, with the only thing remaining being waiting. Well, the problem with that is massive power draw. Because like, as it is right now, my EBF stack on its own is already taking a fourth of my power grid. And I can't just scale up constantly, because like I need to actually do that. Like both like make the structure for that, make the production as well, scale all that up. Much better off just waiting instead of spending 100 hours to have to wait 5 minutes less. Could also naturally just like make one EBF at a LUV, 4 EBS at IV, 16 EBFs at EV, 64 EBFs at honestly, that's a terrible idea. I'm just gonna stop right there. I was saying that like I could be as power efficient as possible with everything and carefully make the perfect EBF for every recipe. But also, that's a terrible idea. Alright, cable's low. That up, shall we? Just try to pick up fluid by hand. Might be cooked. One. It's just. Ah, wait, no, that is an issue. Damn it. 1 circuit short. I have everything except 1 circuit. Ah. One circuit. One circuit. Just one measly circuit. And no tantalum, I guess. This one's just a small issue though, I don't actually have a recipe for these. I do have a source of the tantalums. Tantalum. Honestly, like, you're not gonna be doing anything in there, you can just stay. I'll allow you to live with just this once. Not now, please! Don't need this. There's something, man. Can't have any peace in this day and age. Always something. Shadow Wizard Money Gang hasn't mauled me in a while though. Alright, so am I waiting here for a single circuit just to say that I'm technically done, or am I just leaving? I'm acting like I'm waiting for an answer here, but no, I'm gonna go kill whatever this bat is, so it's not gonna jump scare me at some point, and I am skedaddling. I heard you. Where are you, little shit? Think you just sneak up on me and blow me from behind? I'll tell you what, you can't. It's no good. Can't be doing that. Oh, I ain't finding this guy. I'm just waiting for the circuit board. Oh well, I'll be looking for someone to raid and banning the bot as well. Just being schizophrenic though, you can't even see that guy. It seems I'll be raiding small end because I ain't finding anyone else. Let's see if I can still hold out hope that we'll barely finish in time. Isn't it crafting? That is such a surplus. But just because I did mass bulk crafting and I really didn't need to. And it's just holding up the autocraft. But anyways, good stream. Hope you enjoyed. Hope I'll see you again some other time. All that stuff. Leave a follow if you enjoyed. And I kind of forgot what else to say. I guess there's not much to say. Hope you enjoyed the stream. Take care. I'll see you next time. To be an actual command. Being a bit silly. Have fun over at small ends. It's meant. I'm only following so many channels, I'm just picking anything that's online. Anyways, peace out. I'll see you some other time.